Welcome back to It Starts with Clarity. I'm your host, Ellen Gibson, and today we're talking about something that sits right at the heart of almost every pivot point we face in life: fear. Fear can be such a fascinating thing. It's a double edged sword. It can either propel you forward to the next level, or it can completely hold you in place, making it almost impossible to move forward. It can stop your momentum, drain your energy, and even convince you that standing still is the safest option. But here's the truth: fear isn't always bad. It's part of what makes us human. The key is understanding how to use it, not how to avoid it. Fear shows up in so many forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, fear of the unknown. Some fear protects us. It keeps us from walking into dangerous situations or making truly harmful choices. That's healthy fear. But most of the fear we experience day to day is psychological fear. It's not about physical safety. It's about emotional risk. It's about stepping out of our comfort zones and into uncertainty. Most of the fear that holds us back isn't danger, it's discomfort. When you start something new, whether it's launching a business, starting a new relationship, or stepping into leadership, fear is going to show up. And that's actually a sign that you are growing. I once worked with a client who was ready to expand her business. She had been successful, but she knew there was another level waiting for her: a new service, new clients, new visibility. But she was terrified to take the leap. We talked through her fears, and she realized that what she was really afraid of wasn't failure, it was success. She feared what success might require of her: more responsibility, more visibility, more expectation. Once she acknowledged that, she started taking one small step at a time. Within months, she was operating at that next level she'd dreamed about. And she told me later, the fear never really went away. I just stopped letting it drive me. Fear shows up when you're standing at the edge of something really big. It's almost like a signal saying, "Pay attention, this matters." What if, instead of viewing fear as a wall, you saw it as a doorway? When you shift your mindset, fear becomes fuel. It can sharpen your focus, strengthen your determination, and heighten your awareness. It means you care. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? What's on the other side of this fear? What would happen if I just did it anyway? I remember my own moment with fear. The day I decided to leave a comfortable, successful career in financial services and start Pivot Point Me. That fear was loud. What if it doesn't work? What if no one listens? What if this fails? But deep down, I knew the real question was, what if it works? What if it helps someone find clarity? What if it creates change? And that question, what if it works, became my turning point. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward with it. Now, let's look at the other side of the sword: when fear paralyzes us. Sometimes fear doesn't propel, it imprisons. You might find yourself stuck in overthinking. What if it's not the right time? What if I don't have enough experience? What if I'm not good enough? That loop of doubt keeps you from acting. And that's where fear becomes debilitating. I had another client who'd been in the same corporate position for nearly 15 years. He was miserable, burnout, uninspired, but he couldn't leave because the fear of uncertainty felt greater than the discomfort of staying stuck. We worked through his fears one by one. He listed every worst-case scenario. And you know what he realized? The scariest outcomes weren't that scary after all. He eventually left that job, started consulting, and told me later, the fear of leaving was 10 times worse than the reality of actually doing it. Remember, you can't grow and stay comfortable at the same time. Here are a few practical steps you can take today. Number 1, name it. Fear loses its power when you call it out loud. Number 2, question it. Is it true? Or is it a story you're telling yourself? Number 3, shift the focus. Replace what if it fails with what if it works? 4, act small, but act now. Tiny action steps create courage through movement. Number 5, anchor in purpose. Fear fades when your vision gets stronger. I love this quote. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. By George Adair. Fear will always be part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the author. It's a double-edged sword. It can cut you down or carve you into something stronger. The next time you feel fear, pause and ask, is this fear stopping me or shaping me? If you're standing at your own pivot point and you're feeling fear about what's next, come visit me at Pivot Point Me. You'll find resources, upcoming boot camps, and mastermind groups designed to help you move from fear to focused action. And if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who needs the reminder that fear isn't the enemy. It's an invitation. Until next time, remember, it all starts with clarity.